Hi, and welcome to another episode of Origin of Concepts. And thanks for tuning in to this channel. I'm sure that you will find it interesting in the long run when you have watched more than one of my videos. Okay, in this episode, I will explore the unicorn. So let's get started. The unicorn is a mythical creature, often visualized as a white horse with a twisted horn on its forehead. And I think that's it. I don't think the unicorn needs further description. Even child know what the unicorn is. And you may already have guessed it. The magic unicorn originates in the center of the Milky Way. So let's take a look at the Milky Way. There. And today I will use the pink color because it's a unicorn. The unicorn. The unicorn is visualized by the shadows surrounding the Milky Way center, which outlines a horse, the mythological horse. And let me see if I can draw it. It's a tough one, so to speak. I'll try to draw the flying unicorn here. And I think it does something like this. And here we got the first ear and one more ear, and then we got like a horse, something like that, and the mouth. Yeah. Well, all right. And then, of course, here we got the back legs. And I think it's something like that. And then, of course, the stomach. Well, it's because I'm used to draw the bull in heaven, but it's also the unicorn. And then something is missing. But let me go down the list here. Now you got the basic where to find the white horse in the heaven. And the white color, of course, represent the white area above the disc, the spirit, because the unicorn is related to spirit. Let me use another color here. This area here, it's the spirit. And this is the blue, the white color. And you also got the white part here. But it's the white part above the disc that gives the color to the white horse. Oh, back with their eyes. Okay. The twisted horn is not in this model of the unicorn, because the twisted horn can be found in the striped shadow. And here you got the twisted horn. Let me see if I can make it. I think it's something like that. Here you got the horn. And the stripes in the striped shadow is, of course, the twistings in the horn. It's also the twisted serpents in many other myths. It's always the twisted thing. And in this case, it's the twisted horn of the unicorn. And it sits in the forehead of the unicorn. And this time we have to use the Milky Way center as the forehead, because the Milky Way center is also known in the secret societies. No, it's also known as the forehead. So, and I think you might have heard it before, Mark of the Beast and those kind of stories, 666. I'll make a video about that later. But this is the mark of the unicorn, right in the forehead. Okay, and let me see. Then let's read some key features just to back my crazy idea a little up here. The unicorn is an untamable wild beast who could only be seduced by a virgin maiden who would lure it to rest in her lap. Okay, so a unicorn will rest in a woman's lap. Okay, let's draw the woman, because the woman's lap is always this shadow here. And she's standing something like this. And here you got her crossed legs. So this is the lap of the maiden. And where do we got the unicorn? I'll make it green this time. Here we got the horn, and of course the head and the unicorn I draw before. So everything make perfect sense. And I can tell you that in other myths around the world, other things also land in the lap of the woman. So here you got that text explained. Let's move on. The unicorn's twisted horns were believed to be able to purify poisoned water. Aha. So we got the horn here, and we got some water here, as usual, and then I guess that the disc is the poison running through the striped shadow, as usual. So here we go again, this time with the unicorn. And let's move on, because the unicorn has cloven hooves and a beard of a goat. And let's see, let's start with the beard of the goat. Because here we got the horse face. On this picture, this shadow is not very, it's basically not very good. But it's, in reality, it's much more, you can see the head of the dragon, or the head of the horse, or head of the bull. So here you got the horse head. And here you got this shadow above the disc here is the beard of the goat. And what else do we got? And then it got cloven hooves. So let's find the footstep of the unicorn. Because the footstep is the entire Milky Way center. And the cloven, or the gap between the cloves, is of course the striped shadow here. So if I have to draw the claws, it will be something like, let me delete it. It will be something like the clove here, and then it will be something like that. Yeah, I'm sure you know what I mean. And by the way, in the Pegasus myth, when the horse is putting his, or her, or he is a he, I guess. When it puts the hooves on the ground, you got the water is springing from the well, and if you see a well here, then I think you can learn the rest in my upcoming Pegasus video. Okay. And then we got some misunderstandings we have to solve in this video, because the unicorn is mistakenly related to the moon, because the twisted horn is related to the crescent. And the crescent is not the moon, as I have stated in videos before this. The crescent is this striped shadow here, which is also the twisted horn of the unicorn. So that's why you see the crescent together with the unicorn in some depictions, not because of the moon. And I can't stretch the crescent versus moon enough, because it has led to great misinterpretations of most ancient myths, mistakenly creating a narrative based on planets and constellations, yearly cycles, etc., etc., which has nothing to do with the original meaning. So, if you think the crescent is the moon, you're on a bad off track into the wilderness, just to use a biblical language. So the crescent is not the moon. And then we got another thing, because the rainbow is often seen or associated with the unicorn. But this is a modern phenomenon and does not appear in the ancient myth. So just to clear that out, the unicorn and the rainbow has nothing to do with each other. Oh well, basically it could have, because if you go watch my video on the Bifrost, the bridge in Nordic mythology, you will see that this is also the horn of the unicorn, the colored rainbow bridge. But that has nothing to do with the myth. It's just because they all used the same storyboard. Okay, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like my videos, give me a thumbs up. And if not, well, tell me to right away on the back of the unicorn. And until next video, take care. Bye.